Welcome to Principally Speaking. I'm Josh Gillespie. This is your news audit measuring current political events against the 15 core principles of our republic. Over the last 24 hours, the foundational pillars of federalism, the rule of law, and legislative supremacy have faced an intense structural squeeze. Let's look at the ledger. Issue 1. Loophole diplomacy in Switzerland. We start in Switzerland. Vice President J.D. Vance has officially kicked off historic high-stakes negotiations with Iranian officials to dismantle their nuclear program within a strict 60-day window. On CBS's Face the Nation, UN Ambassador Mike Waltz defended this pragmatic approach, stating the administration is laser-focused on total verification. Now, this strongly aligns with our national interest to secure the realm from a hostile nuclear threat, but it triggers a massive constitutional conflict under Principle 6, the separation of powers. The administration is quietly signaling that they plan to lift heavy sanctions using a unilateral executive agreement, specifically to bypass an Article 2 Senate treaty ratification. Under Principle 11, responsible stewardship, sweeping shifts in global security cannot be run out of an executive black box to evade legislative consensus. Loopholes do not rewrite the Constitution. Bypassing the Senate robs the American people of their institutional check. Issue 2. The surveillance authority collapse. Meanwhile, a severe structural crisis has paralyzed Capitol Hill. The controversial installation of Federal Housing Finance Agency Director Bill Pulte as the acting Director of National Intelligence has caused the complete collapse of a vital intelligence tool. Because Pulte possesses absolutely zero national security or intelligence experience, Congress erupted into a legislative stalemate, allowing Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act to completely expire. Look at the audit under Principle 3, Truth and Rationality, and Principle 4, the Rule of Law. On Face the Nation, Representative Jason Crow warned that placing a political loyalty-first housing official over 18 spy agencies violates the statutory mandate that a DNI must possess extensive national security expertise. But Crow also highlighted a deeper alignment. He refused to trade Americans' constitutional privacy rights just to rush a temporary extension. When an administration treats sensitive intelligence agencies like political chess pieces, it degrades the integrity of the state and leaves our civil freedoms dangerously exposed. Issue 3. The defensive wall of the ballot box. But the most profound constitutional pushback is happening in our federal courts. A major showdown is expanding over recent Department of Justice lawsuits demanding sensitive voter roll data from 30 states, combined with an executive order tasking the post office with filtering mail-in ballots against a new federal database. State attorneys general and civil rights groups aggressively sued to halt the mandates. The result? The judiciary just handed the administration its 8th consecutive legal defeat. This is a spectacular victory for Principle 5, limited government, and Principle 14, federalism. Under the Constitution's Elections Clause, the structural authority to run and administer elections belongs strictly to the states, not the federal executive branch. Turning federal agencies and shipping utilities into centralized election judges flips federalism completely on its head. The courts are actively fulfilling their Principle First mandate, interpreting the explicit limits of the law and keeping power decentralized, exactly where it belongs, closest to the accountability of the people. Well, that's a wrap. Whether it's housing directors running spy agencies, executive side deals cutting out the Senate, or federal overreach at your local ballot box, the lesson of this audit is identical. Centralized power is the volatile force that must always remain subordinate to the law. When the lines get blurred, the branches must hold the line. That's your news audit. I'm Josh Gillespie. Stay rational and stay principled.